On today's episode, I thought it would be fun to go to IKEA since we do a lot of IKEA hacks on my channel and show you items that I would definitely buy and some that I would pass on and then some that I would take and do a hack on. So if that sounds fun to you, let's get on the road. We're here, let's go inside and see what we can find. Let's start upstairs. We'll check out the furniture. Straight out of the gate, this is a bed, it's the mom bed. And I would probably not buy this unless I was going to do some sort of hack on it. It looks inexpensive, it doesn't look very nice. The price is good, but you could honestly find something for a better price on Walmart.com or even Amazon that has a nicer look to it. So it's not even about the price. It doesn't look very good. If I was going to buy the mom bed, the only way I would do it is if I was giving it a whole makeover. But why would you do that when you could find something on Amazon for less? So there you go. Maybe we'll find a bed that we do like if we keep shopping. So if you were looking for a more modern sofa, I would definitely consider the apple Larid. Probably slaughtering that.
It's Swedish.
I love the detailing of this. That looks really, really nice. So these are all of the fabrics that it comes in. I like this one. I'm always a big fan of their velvets. However, those are kind of difficult colors to decorate around, so you have to love those. This is the one that's on there right now. I think I would love that one on it. So this one is the same price as the apple Larid or whatever the name of that is. And I would definitely pass on this. I think it looks inexpensive, dated, and it looks like it would not hold up very well. I don't really like the skinny legs on it. I definitely am not a fan of this back. There's like gaps in it. It's kind of weird. It kind of reminds me of what I'd call a marshmallow sofa. So if you're looking for more of a modern sofa, I would pass on this and go with the other one I just showed you. I'm just not a big fan of like those skinny legs and how inset they are. I know that that's kind of a look for some people, but I think the other one over here is going to be a whole lot better. If you are looking for a leather sofa, I would probably pass on this one, but there's one over here that's almost the same color, but I love the shape so much more. Let's go take a look at that. So I really like the substantial nature of these metal legs. I like that they're all the way out to the edge. I really like the cut of this sofa, even though it's a very similar feel, and I think it's the same material on the outside. I feel like this one definitely looks a whole lot better. This sofa right here would be a hard pass for me, and let me show you why. Look how thin the cushion is on this, and how spaced out the back pillows are, and how thin the arms are on this. This to me screams cheap, doesn't feel like it would hold up, and it's honestly not that good of a price. I think you could do a whole lot better. Okay, so this is a popular option because it does kind of have like a Pottery Barn vibe. I would say this is not on a don't buy list. I just think that there's another one that is a little bit better, and I want to show it to you, and it's right over here. So I am loving this sofa. I think it's beautiful and comfortable and so neutral, and it could work in traditional decor, transitional. A lot of times we think of IKEA as being very sleek and contemporary, and I think you could get a really nice traditional or transitional look out of this sofa. I like that it has like a solid seat cushions on the bottom. It looks very, very comfortable. It's clean, it's simple, it kind of has a Pottery Barn filling, but not the Pottery Barn price tag. I do think that these can come off and be washed, so it is a lighter color, but unlike some of the other sofas we've looked at, the cushions actually touch here, and I think that that looks more quality. And I love this linen fabric look. In fact, I'm very tempted to put this in my family room. And then over here, really digging the arms. It's just a really good look. So here is some of the fabric options for this sofa. There's a lot to choose from. This one's kind of nice. I think this is the one that I just showed you, but we've got white and brown. There's actually quite a few different cover options. These two are my favorite. I'm loving this one. So this one's okay. It's just, there's one that I like better. The Upland also comes in all of these colors, and these are nice choices. So look at how tired these pillows look, and look how it's already like sinking in this corner. I just feel like that would not hold up at all. This looks sloppy. I do actually kind of like the fabric. I think it's the same one over there on that one that I did like, but just this look, it's not a good look. These are a little bit more limited in color options. I do like the colors that they offer. I just don't like the sofa. So the back Salon is a pass for me. I don't like it. So that's it for sofas for me. Let's head in to see some of the accent chairs. Well, I do love me a good wingback chair. I would pass on the Strandmon here. I just think it looks a little cartoony, a little cheap, and I feel like I would be more apt to go to a thrift store and find a used one to reupholster and recover than get one of these. And some of the fabrics are a little loud and bright for me. Whoa, those are bright.
Is a bit too bright.
Now there is one exception, and that is they do have a little toy version that I think would look really cute in like a child's playroom, but not for like a grown-up room for me. So I gotta be honest, I am not a ginormous fan of really any of the IKEA like accent chairs. There is only a couple because I think for the most part these are not stylish, they're kind of cheap looking and just not my style.
It's not my style.
Now these chairs actually look a little bit like some from Article. They are probably one of the few that I would consider depending on the space you're working on. They are a little smaller in scale, so it would need to be kind of a smaller room. Okay, so their rattan and wicker chairs would be most likely to get some love for me. I am really loving this for the outside. I really think this has a nice high-end look, but I don't know if I'd bring it inside. It would have to depend on the room itself. Over here you've got something that's a little bit more contemporary looking-ish, maybe a little slightly on the bohemian side, maybe like Serena and Lily. Those two chairs are about the only ones that I would really like, at least from the selection here at my store. I would like this one better if it had more cushions on it. See how thin that is. And it doesn't even come with a chair. You have to spend extra money on it. I think this one has potential to do a really amazing IKEA hack on by adding like thicker cushion here and a back. I think this one has some potential, but it would need a hack. Okay, so we didn't have a whole lot of luck with the chairs, and that's okay, but we're gonna head over to kind of the shelf area and see what we can find there. So the Kalex shelves are consistently some of the most popular shelves that they have besides like the Billy. With those, I would use them straight up in a craft room all day, every day. I think they look perfect there. Out in like regular decor, I would probably want to find a way to dress them up a little bit more, maybe do a hack on them. But as far as like a craft room or an office, I think that this would be a good place to get some storage. Okay, so this one's kind of nice. It has a nicer look to it. Not like my uber favorite, but I think it's really special and unique. I haven't seen anything like it. The Billy bookcase is probably one of the most hacked items at IKEA. I probably wouldn't leave them as is, but they are so easy to hack and get a really high-end nice look. So they are on my get list, as long as you're gonna hack them. Looking for more of a modern look, I would definitely recommend this bookcase. The one thing I would recommend though is do your best to try to install the drawers and doors straight, because this one's a little wonky. But it's beautiful if you're looking for that contemporary look. And I also think it would really look cool to paint the back of it a contrasting color. That would add a little bit more visual interest. Okay, so I've used the Alex dressers in my craft room. I'm a huge fan for them for an office or a craft room. I think they're very versatile. You could definitely use it in like a vanity area. So I love it. I think it's also one that you could easily hack as well. So on my buy list is the Alex dresser. I would probably stay away from any of these ones. These ones look a little bit more cheap and chintzy, and do not have that high-end look that we are always trying to achieve. I have no experience buying any IKEA kitchen, so if you have had that experience, let us all know your experience of your IKEA kitchen. But if I were to be looking at an IKEA kitchen, I would look more at something like this as opposed to something like this. It's inexpensive and there's a reason for it, but I feel like you could get something better elsewhere for what you would probably pay for this kitchen here. But I really do love their concept kitchens. They are super, super fun to look at. This is super sleek and contemporary. That's your style. This is a new feature. They've now got panels to hide your dishwasher. That's kind of fun. I didn't know they had that. I wonder if they have that in all of their cabinets. Now, this is kind of pretty, but this is exactly the kind of thing I would worry about. Would that hold up? So I don't know that I would get kitchen faucets here, but it is pretty. Now this is kind of an interesting concept over here. I like that, and I like how chunky this is. I like that you can hang something from it in the right kitchen. Not for every kitchen style, but I've always liked this one. I think this would make an awesome craft room table here. And look, it's got a lower price. That's the lowest I've seen it for sure. Let's go see what we can find as far as dining tables are concerned. So I think for like a small kitchen that's a little bit more on the contemporary side, I think this could be a really cute option. I don't know if I'd personally buy it for me, but in the right setting, I think this could be really adorable. I've always kind of liked the idea of this table. I think it packs a presence and it has that kind of farmhouse pottery barn look. I've never really loved this deep seam that always seems to be separated, and the chairs, I would not go with those chairs, but I think, you know, under the right circumstances, I could be swayed to this table. We have a repeating theme with the chairs. I don't really love any of the chairs here. IKEA office chairs, accent chairs, dining chairs. They just don't quite do it for me. And I think you could find something really affordable online or other places that have a higher quality look, a more unique look, and still are in an affordable price range, which is what I think IKEA is all about, is trying to get you something for a good price. So the only way I would get a chair from here is if I was going to hack it. There's one chair here that I would consider hacking, and it's over here. So it's these Parson chairs. I would definitely want to make my own slipcover or buy one. I think this is one that I could get my head around, but not as is. If I was buying something off the shelf, I would probably go with this white slip-covered one. Not very family friendly, but it would look kind of nice in the right setting. Is probably like if I had to buy something from IKEA as far as a dining chair, that's probably the one I would buy. And that is $135. But I have found Parson chairs through thrifting for like way cheaper, and making a slipcover is either super easy or you can buy them online for super inexpensive. So there you go. Right at the beginning of our shopping trip, I did say that I was not a fan of the IKEA mom bed frame, and we are now in the bed section, so let's see if I can find a bed that I do like here. Again with the Hemneys, not a huge fan, but this is kind of fun to just see like a nautical decor and get some decor ideas. But yeah, I would pass on that bed. That bench is kind of cute. I don't know if I've seen that before. I would buy this. $150. That would look really cute in a nautical setting. I like it. And it's got extra storage. However, it doesn't look like it's going to hold up super well, so you need to baby it a little bit. But as far as style is concerned, super, super cute. Okay, so I'm getting some kind of Pottery Barn vibes from this bed. However, I think this is one that I would want to do a hack on. I'm not quite sure what I would want to do, but there's something that I would want to elevate about it. So there you go. We're not to bedding yet, but I am really loving the bedding. It's got a really nice soft feel. I would definitely want to check that out. This is the only one that I could get my head around for a kid's bedroom. Not in this color, but in maybe like one of their white colors. I could do that one. It's not a bad bed, but I think it's kind of overdone at this point. Okay, dressers. I have hacked this dresser before. I would totally hack it again. I've actually hacked like different sizes of this dresser, so that would be on a hack list. I don't know that I would leave that one as is, but definitely one that is very hackable and looks good when it's done up all pretty. But oh my goodness, as I was looking at that Hemneys dresser, they just released a new one that looks similar to it, but like a million times better. Let me show you. So maybe the Store Mala, I don't know. It's new, but look at this. It really has the Hemneys vibes, but got rid of all of my complaints with the Hemneys. On the Hemneys dresser, the overhang is like really, really long on the outside. It looks kind of weird. And then is you've got a rounded corner on the edges, and the legs are better and not awkward looking. To me, this is like a way better version of the Hemneys. Plus, I love the finish on this. I think it's really, really nice. So I'm really loving this. I also think it would be a really good hack as well. But it's beautiful. I would definitely buy this over the Hemneys. This is definitely one I would buy for a hack. I just recently hacked one of these in a past episode not too long ago where we turned this into a bookcase. Obviously, I would buy that. And then also, kind of similarly, but a little bit better built and a little bit more substantial in size, is the Tarva dressers, which are these. They're unfinished, and so there is a whole lot of options as far as hacking is concerned. So the IKEA dressers overall, I really like because either you can hack them and make them something else. They're easy to assemble, their price is good. I am more of a fan of their dressers than some of the other areas here. Okay, really briefly, we're gonna stop in the closets because I am a huge fan of some of their closet systems. There are some that I would avoid. These ones just look cheap, and I think the only way I'd buy them is if I was going to hack them. I think you could find a less expensive option at the home improvement store that would be about the same thing for less money. I do like these ones. They're kind of nice. So anything that has kind of like some interest and dimension to the doors are really nice. I've used these a bunch. I'm a big fan of the pack system. I will buy them again over and over and over. So they are a definite must buy. If you know, you know. You know. I wouldn't buy, you know, some of their bathroom vanities just because I feel like there's better options out there. But there is one that I would show you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. I love these Hemnes ones with this kind of vintage looking ceramic topper that has kind of the lip and everything on it. I would definitely want to hack the base of it and do something a little bit better than that, but I really feel like this has a vintage vibe to it and has a lot of possibilities. It just needs a little love. Ooh, I just saw something that I've never noticed before, and I have to show you. This is gonna go on my buy list for sure. Look at this sink. For the same reason, I just feel like it's got such a good like vintage vibe. I'm not sure on the faucet, but the sink itself is super, super cute, and I do really love the brass pop-up. But yeah, that is a really cute sink. Okay, I could stay all day here in the store, but let's go down to the marketplace and see some of my finds here and passes as well. I've never really tried these out, but for $4.99, I think that those would be a good thing to try out. They come in black, white, and natural, so I think those are good. I can't go into the marketplace area without a shopping cart. I just know I'll need it. So for this episode, I'm just focusing on home decor items, but they do really have a lot of stuff as far as kitchenware and kitchen utensils, so that might be another episode for another day. The right setup, I like that. Not necessarily in my house, but it's really nice, high quality feeling. If you have been following my channel for a while, you will know that I'm a huge fan of the pillow section. The pillow covers, they're really affordable and there's always something interesting. There's some that I like to hack and some that I would just leave plain. So I'll show you a couple of my favorites. So this is one I've used on my boys' bed. Ones are called the girly pillow. They're very affordable. They come in a ton of different colors and they're very hackable. They're right here. They are like $3.99 and just so easy to make over and do something fun with. These ones, I have them on my sofa right now, even though it's not winter, really meant for winter time, but I like these ones. And it looks like maybe some of them are on clearance, but they're super, super soft. I love these ones. This is a nice one that's like a linen. I'm liking that. I haven't ever bought that one. I don't see the Jofred that I have bought for years. I don't know if they got rid of that or what. I love the neutrals. That's a little wild for my taste. I would probably pass on that one. Oh my goodness, look at all of those new tags. I got some new eye candy. Whoop whoop. For $2.99. It's a beautiful green. New. Just so many new ones. I'm kind of a traditionalist. Some of those colors are a little wild for me right now, but they're cool. They could be a lot of fun. I'm just in my neutral era. I've always been a fan of their extra long curtains, especially their velvety ones. not into the mustard color, but that could be interesting, this rich black. And I obviously have done a hack on these Ritva curtains. If you've been watching my channel, you saw me pinch pleat those and add an embellishment. Definitely check out their curtain section. I'm sure you'll be able to find something that will work for you. So let's see if we can find that bedding that I was looking for earlier. I think I just found it. I might snag this one. It's such a good price. It kind of has a really nice neutral linen look, and mine has a hole in it. There's also this one that's kind of a white, and I think that this would be also a good option if you were going for like an all white, clean, fresh look. Feels like something that you would just fall into. This might be the only thing I buy today. Maybe not, I don't know. $49.99 for a king size set. It's beautiful. I can't wait to get it on my bed.
It's so wild.
For me, other than maybe that cabana stripe one, all of these really graphic ones I would probably pass on. Maybe for a kid's room, but definitely not that one. I know lemons are hot, but that's also a no for me. I'm a little nervous that I'm gonna run out of battery, so hopefully we can finish this episode. We're in the rugs, and there was a time where I probably would have gone for something like very geometric like this. Oh, I think I would go for something a little bit more neutral and maybe even textural. I'm liking this one. That would be one that I would be drawn to. I also think that my era of shag is gone, so I think I would pass on that. Definitely pass on that. And then I think I would be more drawn to something like this, is if I was gonna be drawn to something like more geometric. But yes, they have really good, more textural ones. Don't love the color of this, but I kind of like the idea of it. That one is good, and it's new. I'm really liking that. Maybe I can find a place for that, as that has got a lot of really cool texture. This one's a no for me. I mean, maybe for the right project, but I don't love that. Those are a little bit too busy and wild for my taste. I have used this one before. I think this one would be really good to hack and use as like upholstery. Oh dear, that's new. That's a hard pass for me. This is kind of nice. This is a now or never. The colors for me, it wouldn't work, but for the right color palette, I like it. It's a little bit more traditional. So I'm about ready to run out of battery, so we're gonna head over to accessories and see what we can get there. And we may need to do a part 2, so we'll see what we can get done. I've got 10% battery. That's not gonna last very long when you're videoing. So I've always been a huge fan of their cylinder vases. I've used a bunch of different versions of those, including these ones. Yeah, that's gonna get a hard pass for me. I don't know what they were thinking. This one's really beautiful right here though. I am liking that. That's a definite buy. That one has a lot of potential. This one's, it would have to be the right setting. It's not my favorite, but definitely I am liking these, and this is gonna get a hard pass for me too. I don't like the color. The shape is kind of weird. That's a pass. Hopefully we can finish this out. There are a few things that I like in the floral and greenery area, the feka as we call it. We'll see if they have them in stock right now. I think their little plants are really sweet. I've used a bunch of these, especially when you put them in a different pot. I love these baby tears. I think is what they're called, baby tears. I've used this a bunch. Those are some of my favorites as far as greenery is concerned that I see here. For this would be a pass for me just because they're kind of small and they are a little chintzy looking. I feel like you could find something even better at the Dollar Tree. I would say no to these, and really to all their little tiny ones, unless it's just the right setting. I mean, every once in a while you'll find that just the right place for these tiny plants, but they feel like they're more for like a dollhouse. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I'm going to avoid everything in the live section because otherwise it will be a death sentence. So no live plants for me because I'll kill it. But if you can keep them alive, definitely buy them here. Well, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see some of those hacked items that I talked about while we were shopping, here's a compilation video that I put together with some of those. You might want to check it out. And in the meantime, to all of my DIY goddesses, you are more powerful than you know. We'll see you next time. Bye.